counting down now to that big meeting that is going to take place on the 31st and 1st, just days from now. But what will happen in that meeting? Key decisions are going to be taken. But the most important decision, who is going to be the face for Team India? Will that decision be taken when the meeting happens in Mumbai? It seems as of now almost certain that Rahul Gandhi could be that face. The face for the prime ministerial candidate for Team India in 2024. A classic dilemma lies before the opposition alliance. On the one hand, they could go with the most recognizable face in the opposition camp. But on the other, doing so will make it a Rahul versus Modi contest. And most people across the country, if you were to ask them, if on the one hand you have Narendra Modi, on the other Rahul Gandhi, who would they choose? The outcome seems almost certain. At least so far, this contest of Rahul versus Modi has worked in the BJP's favor. Remember, Rahul Gandhi also so far has been quite ambivalent about taking on any leadership position. From saying before 2019 polls that I do not want to be the Prime Minister, to at one point even declaring that power is poison. In fact, even now in 2023, Mallikarjun Kharge, the Congress president, has said that the Congress party does not want any position of power. They do not necessarily want that the Prime Minister's post goes to them if the alliance wins. But could all of that change now? At least the chorus within the Congress is very strong.
इंडिया अलायंस मीटिंग में इसमें बहुत सारे निर्णय हो गए और निर्णय के आधार पर कांग्रेस उसको स्वीकृत करेगी। कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ताओं की भावना है, जनता का मत है कि राहुल गांधी देश के प्रधानमंत्री बने, ये तो रहेगी। मीटिंग में ऐसा कोई प्रस्ताव नहीं लाया जाएगा, ये हमारी भावना है।
प्रधानमंत्री पद का ख्वाब देखने वालों का वो जमणवारा है। ये सिर्फ मीटिंग करेंगे और जगह जगह घूमकर डिनर लंच करेंगे, इसके अलावा कुछ मिलने वाला नहीं है।
From Bhupesh Baghel and Ashok Gehlot, who have called Rahul Gandhi the undoubted, unchallenged leader of the India Alliance, to heads of the Congress state units as well, each one of them is now extremely vocal in saying that if there is a ticket to success for Team India, it is Rahul Gandhi. The party's strategy also now seems to be radically different. Now, to take on Prime Minister Modi, who on the 15th of August said confidently, I will be back in front of the people of India on the 15th of August 2024, now Rahul Gandhi, while in Ladakh, unabashedly said, make no mistake, I guarantee that in 2024, we'll defeat the BJP.
ये कांग्रेस पार्टी एक विचारधारा है, एक सोच है और ये हिंदुस्तान के करोड़ों लोगों के दिल में है। ये सिर्फ पॉलिटिकल पार्टी नहीं है। जो हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की वैल्यूज हैं, जिन चीजों के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो, फेयरनेस होनी चाहिए, रिस्पेक्ट होनी चाहिए, यही है कांग्रेस पार्टी। और आपने फर्क देख लिया है, देश में आपने फर्क देख लिया है। बीजेपी का राज देख लिया आपने, कांग्रेस पार्टी का राज देखा, ठीक है। तो आप ये मत सोचिए कि कांग्रेस पार्टी बीजेपी से टक्कर नहीं ले सकती। मैं आपको गारंटी देके कह रहा हूं, 2024 में हम बीजेपी को हरा देंगे।
Now, with this contest working in the BJP's favor in the past, is it any surprise that the party is more elated than usual? In fact, no sooner had Ashok Gehlot, Bhupesh Baghel said that Rahul Gandhi is their face, the BJP put out a series of attacks squarely at Rahul Gandhi, asking if this is going to be another failed relaunch. They didn't even mention anyone else. No Nitish Kumar, no Mamata Banerjee, nobody but Rahul Gandhi. In fact, they went so far as to say that the Congress has declared Rahul Gandhi is going to be their PM candidate. Almost as if they are more eager to ensure that he stays the face in challenging Narendra Modi. But is this Congress going for broke in staking unequivocal claim to the prime ministerial candidate post? Is this going to be the new strategy? Is it a given now that Rahul Gandhi is going to lead Team India? Or will his track record against Narendra Modi in the past actually end up hobbling the opposition alliance? A Modi versus Rahul contest. That is going to be the critical question in front of the electorate and in front of the politicians for the next 10 months. Is it going to be a boon or a bane for Team India? Let's take this across to the panel. Joining us now, Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Shekhar Iyer, Senior Journalist, Qamar Zaman Chaudhary, Leader of the Congress, Professor Subodh Mehta, National Spokesperson RJD, Senior Journalist Vinod Agnihotri will be joining us in just a bit. But Sanju Verma, I genuinely want to ask you, why are you saying that Rahul Gandhi has been declared as the prime ministerial face for Team India? It seems that BJP is more excited about it than the Congress.
Come on, Padmaja. Everyone knows that, the Congress has made no bones about the fact that they see Rahul Gandhi as the prime ministerial candidate for the I.N. blah blah alliance. In fact, one of their Uttar Pradesh's leader, Ajay Rai, he has clearly said कि Rahul Gandhi 2024 में प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे. And if I'm not mistaken, Ajay Rai is the Adhyaksh for the UP Congress. And, what I find amusing is what I've always said on your show, that this alliance has no common political agenda, no common minimum program, no common economic agenda. They are only, glued together. जो फेविकॉल है बांधने वाला, that is their visceral hatred for Narendra Modi, but they are divided by their prime ministerial ambition. राजनीति में ambition होना कोई बुरी बात नहीं है. We are all driven by ambition. But the point is that, the entire narrative of I.N. currently is not about हम इलेक्शन आते आते लोगों के सामने कौन सी विचारधारा रखेंगे. If you look at a recent event where it was a Facebook event organized in Kolkata, the TMC clearly said Mamata Didi will be our prime minister, and recently a JDU leader said कि Rajendra Prasad, he was one of the last Biharis who actually held such a high constitutional post. He was the president of India. अभी वक्त आ गया है कि बिहार से कोई प्रधानमंत्री होना चाहिए. तो नीतीश बाबू प्रधानमंत्री बनने के लिए पूरी तरह से तत्पर भी हैं और लायक भी हैं.
Exactly, which is why I come back to the point that within Team India, everyone is taking claim separately. Nitish Babu's party is taking claim, Mamata Banerjee's party is taking claim, and yet, what did the BJP say today? Congress announces Rahul Gandhi as its prime ministerial candidate. Is it true that you want it to be a Rahul versus Modi contest? Because if it is a Nitish Kumar versus Modi, or a Mamata versus Modi, or even a Khargeji versus Mr. Modi contest, then you could be in trouble. Why are you so intent on making it Rahul versus Modi?
Padmaja, now let me flip the question. Don't take any offense. Are you saying that when Ajay Rai, BJP से कोई लल्लू पंजू, I'm sorry for the language, Tom, Dick or Harry, कोई कमेंट बोल देता है तो पूरा एकदम अरे BJP has said this, said that, टिकर फ्लैश होते रहते हैं सारा दिन. Ajay Rai is not a लल्लू पंजू. Ajay Rai is not a junior Congressy. Ajay Rai is the UP Congress का अध्यक्ष. He has clearly said राहुल गांधी प्रधानमंत्री 2024 में बनेंगे. तो भाई साहब, बीजेपी सीरियसली क्यों ना ले अजय राय की बातों को?
अजय राय तो ये भी कह रहे थे कि मैं मोदी जी को वाराणसी से हराऊंगा. तब तो आपने उनकी बात को सीरियसली नहीं लिया. आप कब से अजय राय की बात को इतने मानने लगी?
That's a smart rejoinder. तो पद्मजा जी मैं यही कहूंगी, कभी कभी जैसे कि दूसरा साइड सिलेक्टिव आउटरीच करता है, सिलेक्टिव अमीजिया रखता है, कभी कभी सिलेक्टिव चेरी पिकिंग बीजेपी को भी करने दीजिए ना. That is a privilege that sometimes even we should capitalize on. But I will just say this. Narendra Modi ji has said something on the floor of the Lok Sabha that, एक अकेला सब पर भारी. On a couple of debates in the last 1 week, I've been asked, अरे भाई एक अकेला सब पर भारी तो आप लोग 30-35 पार्टियों को एक साथ अपने एनडीए गठबंधन में लाने की कोशिश में क्यों लगे हुए हैं? The simple point is when the Prime Minister says एक अकेला सब पर भारी, it clearly means that today there is Narendra Modi on one side, and then on the other side you have Sonia Gandhi plus Rahul Gandhi plus Mallikarjun Kharge plus Jairam Ramesh plus Manish Tiwari plus Mamata Banerjee plus Tejaswi Yadav plus Nitish Kumar plus Lalu Yadav plus blah blah blah.
Okay.
Plus Stalin plus whoever. The point is there is no leader today who has the charisma, the impeccable credentials and the track record of Narendra Modi. And if I have to take the Times ETG survey, if I combine that with the Mood of the Nation poll and the Loknath PDF poll, they clearly say on an average, I've calculated the average, 63% people see Narendra Modi returning back as Prime Minister in 2024 and Narendra Modi popularity ratings are not as high as 76%, but they are still solid at 68%, which is great for a leader who's almost going to be completing 10 years in power. And the
Okay,
same
let me bring in
people
the
that
Congress
said
now. Okay, you
only
made your
13 or
point.
14% people see Rahul Gandhi as the prime minister. 13 या 14% लोग कहते हैं राहुल गांधी अगले प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे. And this is Times ETG and the other big polls that have had a survey in the last couple of months.
Okay, now let's look at Rahul Gandhi's track record and his own reticence so far. That you should have a strong prime ministerial face is no doubt Qamar Zaman Chaudhary. But are you making a mistake? Because the Congress, it's not just Ajay Rai, by the way. Bhupesh Baghel, Ashok Gehlot, two of the strongest ministers, Nana Patole, your chief in Maharashtra, all of them are saying, Rahul ji PM honge, Rahul ji PM honge, Rahul ji PM honge, so much so that even the Congress handle now always positions Rahul Gandhi versus Modi. Jan Nayak versus Khal Nayak, Jan Nayak Rahul Gandhi, Jan Nayak idhar pahunch gaye. So it's very clear what the positioning is being done as. Is this a bold gamble or a foolish mistake? Because this is what BJP wants. They want it to be Rahul versus Modi.
No,
Qamar Zaman Chaudhary.
Yeah, Padmaja, first and foremost, the question is, name any other opposition leader in India whose name rattles the BJP ecosystem more than Rahul Gandhi? The moment you utter the name of Rahul Gandhi, the entire junior batch of Bhakt Mandali, including their top leadership, will come and attack you. Rahul Gandhi versus Modi. It is not about Modi and Rahul Gandhi. It is versus one ideology that is promised to hate to be delivered to each household, and another who is a compassionate and educated, erudite and knowledgeable man who is fit to be the country's prime minister. It's a fight between two different ideologies. Don't make any mistake that it is between Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi. Anybody
So
can lead
I'll
the
just stop
party
you for
from
a
the
second to
opposition
make a
bloc.
couple of
We
points.
have got
Is
no
it
doubt of
your
leaders, but
suggestion
name one
that
leader in
Nitish
the
Kumar
BJP
is
camp
not
who is
erudite or
challenging
educated,
Narendra Modi right
that
now?
Mamta Banerjee is not erudite and educated, that MK Stalin is not erudite and educated, and talking specifically about their poll record, you are saying BJP is rattled by Rahul Gandhi. Maybe they are. But ultimately, it's not about who rattles BJP, it's about who defeats BJP. Today, an MK Stalin can say, I stopped the BJP. BJP has 0 seats in Tamil Nadu. A KCR can say, I stopped the BJP. They still have only 4 seats there. Mamta Banerjee can say, I stopped the BJP. Rahul Gandhi cannot say that. State after state, which were ruled by the Congress, are now with the BJP unequivocally. Do you know that of the 8 states where the BJP had almost a clean sweep in 2019 Lok Sabha election, all were Congress states at one time. Not opposition parties, Congress states. Whether it is Gujarat, whether it is Rajasthan, whether it is Himachal Pradesh, whether it is Uttarakhand, whether it is Uttar Pradesh, whether it is Karnataka, whether it is Madhya Pradesh. The main opposition party there was the Congress. And that is where the BJP almost had a 100% track record in 2019. Now tell me, why shouldn't a Mamta Banerjee and MK Stalin be that face?
Because the fight is not for the Prime Minister who gets a seat at the Prime Minister's chair after BJP is defeated in 2024. It's all about how efficiently we get together to defeat these communal forces and hate-filled ecosystem from power in 2024. That's the main fight that we are fighting, ma'am. It's
Fine.
not the question
Everyone
that
is
who leads the
fighting.
country
I'm
in
just asking you
2024.
about the face,
That's how
sir.
our constitution has been designed.
I'm just
Don't
asking you
try
about
to
the
make
face.
it into a presidential form of election. It never was. India was never a presidential form of election. We had our
It may not
representatives
have,
elected
sir, it
from
may not have
543
been.
constituencies.
Now we're
They
talking
select
about
the
completely
leader who
different
leads
thing
the
right now.
country.
Clearly, you are
Now,
making
why
it
does the
a, you are
BJP
making it
want
a
to change
presidential
the entire
election.
parameters of the constitution.
Sir, you are making it a presidential election
No,
because
we
if
are
you
not
just
making it. It's you
if you
people who
go
are
to the
making
Congress
such
handle,
delay to
we
get
will just
into a
pull up the
presidential
video.
form of government.
I literally went to the Congress's own social media over the last 1 month. There has been no other face positioned versus Mr. Modi except Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi versus Modi, Jan Nayak versus Khal Nayak, Modi ji versus Rahul Gandhi, Modi ji ने इसके लिए काम किया, राहुल जी ने इसके लिए काम किया, राहुल जी मैकेनिक से मिले, मोदी जी अदानी से मिले. It has been only one face. So you are making it a Rahul versus Modi. Now let me bring
Has
in.
to be the
Now let me bring in the journalists. Just a second. Let's get an impartial opinion. Let's get the journalists on the panel, Mr. Shekhar Iyer and Mr. Vinod Agnihotri. Shekhar Iyer, do you think that this is a departure from the Congress's strategy so far? Because so far I don't remember Rahul Gandhi or the Congress going out on a limb and saying, मैं गारंटी देता हूं, मैं मोदी जी को 2024 में हराऊंगा. It's basically them saying, हम हैं लीडर इस अलायंस के और हम गारंटी से हराएंगे.
Padmaja, I don't think the strategy this time is like that. These are going to be unstated things. If the Congress is within the striking distance of able to get the enough numbers for the alliance and for itself, it will definitely be Rahul Gandhi. There can be no doubt about it. If you are seeing leaders like Bhupesh Baghel or Ashok Gehlot or anybody who is saying that, because that will be the scenario. See, but you must remember what happened in 2018. See, until the Congress won elections in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, Rahul Gandhi did not become Congress president, which lasted till the Lok Sabha elections, which was a bad news for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. So he stepped down. Since then, he has not formally accepted it. That's why Mallikarjun Kharge had come. Now, if the situation turns after these assembly elections, and it looks like that things are going very well for the Congress, it will definitely be Rahul Gandhi. I mean, there should be no doubt. Yes, it will be the narrative will be about getting Modi out. They have been saying it. Anybody but Modi. When they say anybody but Modi, it should be Rahul, because after all, he has undertaken this Bharat Jodo Yatra. He is going to take a second Yatra. And not a day passes, he is addressing somewhere or some meeting, and where he, looks for opportunities to see how Modi can be shown in a very bad light. So all this is going with a very calculated strategy.
But is it a good strategy? Do you think the strategy will work?
No, because that strategy has two purposes. One, it will not allow this Modi versus Rahul thing to gather speed until actually the elections are around the corner, number one. Number two, it will put the alliance leaders at ease, because after all, if in Mamata Banerjee's Bengal, they are putting a poster saying Mamata is the next CM, and Mamata herself had said in the Bangalore meeting that we should go to the election, the regional party should project the leader as PM. So, and you know very well that Mamata will never accept anybody other than herself. And if the situation comes...
You don't think that on the 1st of September, Team India could say that, yes, Rahul Gandhi is our face? Because seems to be, at least the Congress seems to be quite confident that this is the direction in which this whole conversation is going.
No, this may be the direction, but Mumbai meeting is not about Prime Ministerial candidate. And you will not hear about a Prime Ministerial candidate until much later end of the year. First, the assembly elections will have to happen. See, why would they push Rahul in the front? Feed him to the line. They would do that. They would wait for end of the year, see how the narrative goes. And if it looks like that, BJP is having a bad time and BJP is on the slide, then the clamor will grow. And
but then, if we go by that logic, even if, say, in February 2024, they say Rahul is going to be the face. 2019, they made him the primary face on the back of Chaukidar Chor Hai. And look at the track record. As per the data that we have of all of the total seats that Rahul Gandhi campaigned in, he spearheaded the 2019 election campaign, held 124 rallies in 115 constituencies, and of those, UPA lost 96 seats, which means that his strike rate was a mere 17%. Shekhar Iyer, mere 17%.
No, Padmaja, you see, the 2019 and 2014, both the elections saw Rahul in the forefront, and it was a Rahul versus Modi, and the mandate turned out to be hugely favorable to the BJP. So this time, nobody is going to talk about in an official manner that Rahul Gandhi is our Prime Minister candidate. But definitely the pressure will build up. They would like to see the situation in February 2024. What happens to BJP then? What are the issues then? What is the popularity of Modi then? Then they will come with all these things, other things. Till then, and the clamor has two purposes. The clamor is to keep indicating to their own cadres, it will be Rahul Gandhi. And two, to keep the alliance leaders, look, we have not made anything a decision. And three, not allow BJP to gain any advantage by an official declaration.
विनोद अग्निहोत्री जी, क्या आपको लगता है कि ये एक गैम्बल काम करेगा एंड मोर इंपॉर्टेंटली राहुल गांधी जी मानेंगे? 2013 में तो उन्होंने बोल दिया था पावर इज पॉइजन. ओके, we'll just go back to him. Just by the way, Shekhar Iyer is quite confident, Sanju Verma, that कोई announcement होने नहीं वाला है. That until 2024, the Congress is not going to fall into your trap and declare any names. They'll just keep this balloon. They are floating a trial balloon.
You know, Padmaja, Shekhar Iyer is a consummate journalist. I don't want to contradict what he's saying. But I think anyone who follows politics closely knows that I.N. का जो पूरा गठबंधन है या ठगबंधन है, you know, the basic premise is the fact that the Congress will lead. And the reason I say this is not because, you know, I am a fan of Rahul Gandhi, but when it is Mamata Banerjee, her popularity is limited to Bengal. She's a regional satrap based in Bengal. Nitish Kumar, Lalu Yadav are regional satraps in their own right, but limited to Bihar. Akhilesh Yadav, another regional satrap limited to Uttar Pradesh. Stalin is a regional satrap limited to Tamil Nadu. So the fact of the matter is that while the Congress is not a leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, because it did not even manage to get 10% of the seats that you need to have to be technically called a leader of the opposition, it is perhaps the only party which has a presence in more than one or two states. On a standalone basis, it enjoys power, be it Rajasthan or Chhattisgarh, and that is precisely the reason that the Congress will feel that it is justified in staking a claim to the hot seat in Delhi. And I think that is when आप देखोगे कि ये ठगबंधन की धज्जियां उड़ रही हैं. It will crumble under its own contradictions and will crumble under its own weight.
Chale, since you are so passionately arguing for the Congress taking the lead in Team India, what if Kharge ji becomes the PM face? Then what? Here he will be the first Dalit Prime Minister. He will be somebody from South, as we call it. He will be from Karnataka. He will be somebody who comes from a very poor background. He has struggled. Then what? Then how are you going to counter? When everyone says, if not Modi, then who? Congress says, Kharge ji. Then?
Padmaja, aap to, you know, you are yourself very popular on social media. There is a video which has been doing the rounds in the last 10-15 days, and I'm sure you would have seen it. कि वो कोई मीटिंग I.N. की होने वाली है, and Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are on the podium, and it can be seen that Mallikarjun Kharge, who's at least, you know, 28 or 30 years older to Rahul Gandhi, both in age and in ohda. You know, umar mein bhi Rahul Gandhi se bade hain, and currently by virtue of being the, you know, Congress party's adhyaksh, be it a dummy adhyaksh or whatever, I will not get into that. ओहदे के हिसाब से और उम्र के हिसाब से राहुल गांधी से बड़े हैं, बट मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे वो स्टैंडिंग लाइक दिस इन रैप्ट अटेंशन, जैसे कोई छोटा बच्चा खड़ा होता है. He waited for Rahul Gandhi to sit down, and then after, as if getting a go ahead from Rahul Gandhi, he took his seat. I mean, जिस पार्टी में एक कांग्रेस प्रेसिडेंट को हर चीज के लिए आला कमान से जी हुजूरी करके इजाजत मिलती है, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे stands a chance. You know, and that the I.N. alliance will even.
I mean, I don't know, but there are many straws in the wind at this point. Vinod ji, sorry, आपका connection कट गया था. Everyone today is talking about Congress very consummately, BJP even more consummately talking about Rahul Gandhi as the possible prime ministerial face. But Rahul ji मानेंगे, जिन्होंने एक वक्त पे कहा था power is poison.
देखिए Padmaja, I am fully agree with my friend what Shekhar Iyer has said, because जो पार्टियों का स्ट्रक्चर है इंडिया गठबंधन का, हालांकि संजू जी उसको I.N. कहती हैं, लेकिन मैं उसको इंडिया अलायंस बोलता हूं. देखिए, उसमें निश्चित रूप से कांग्रेस सबसे बड़ी पार्टी होगी जो भी रिजल्ट आए, और जब सबसे बड़ी पार्टी होगी तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर कौन बनेगा ये इसका फैसला मिलके करेंगे, लेकिन उसमें कांग्रेस का से सबसे ज्यादा होगा. अब कांग्रेस तय करेगी कि राहुल गांधी होंगे या खड़गे जी होंगे. आप याद कीजिए 2004 का इलेक्शन, सोनिया गांधी के नाम पर वोट मांगा गया था. द इलेक्शन वाज फॉट इन द नेम ऑफ सोनिया गांधी, और बीजेपी का नैरेटिव था फॉरेन ओरिजिन वाला, एंड फाइनली मनमोहन सिंह बिकेम द प्राइम मिनिस्टर. तो मुझे लगता है कि अभी बहुत चीजें अनफोल्ड होनी है. हर कांग्रेसी की इच्छा है कि राहुल गांधी प्राइम मिनिस्टर बने, और इच्छा भी है और उनका नारा भी रहेगा. लेकिन 1 तारीख की बैठक में कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट का फैसला होने नहीं जा रहा है, ये आप लिख लीजिए।
ये कांग्रेस की इच्छा जरूर होगी, पर क्या ये उनके लिए काम करेगा या सिर्फ ये एक जो कहते हैं ना बॉस को खुश करने का तरीका है?
नहीं, मैंने आपसे क्या कहा, 2004 में सोनिया गांधी का ही नाम लेते थे हर कांग्रेसी कि सोनिया जी प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनेंगी, और सोनिया जी तो लीडर ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट्री पार्टी इलेक्ट हो गई थी।
एक बुक में लिखा गया है कि सोनिया जी तैयार थी प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनने को, बट राहुल गांधी ने उनको बोला कि आई विल टेक एन एक्सट्रीम स्टेप, तो लास्ट मिनट उन्होंने अपना हाथ खींच लिया। वो तो बनने वाली थी पीएम।
देखिए बुक्स नहीं, वो किताब हमारी बहुत अच्छी मित्र है नीरजा जी, जिन्होंने लिखा है, और उनको मैं कोई चैलेंज नहीं करता उनके फैक्ट्स को, लेकिन उसमें बहुत सारी चीजें थी, वो भी एक फैक्टर था और भी बहुत सारे फैक्टर थे उसमें। उस डिबेट में मैं नहीं जा रहा हूं। मेरा, अगर आप 2024 की बात करती हैं, देखिए कांग्रेस जो अभी कहा कि कांग्रेस तो निश्चित रूप से राहुल गांधी के नाम को लेकर के लोगों के बीच में जाएगी, भले ही उनको कैंडिडेट डिक्लेयर न किया जाए प्राइम मिनिस्टरियल का। उसी तरह ममता बनर्जी, नीतीश कुमार, स्टालिन, ये सारे जो रीजनल लीडर्स हैं, ये अपने अपने स्टेट्स में अपने को प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे, तभी तो उनका वर्कर, उनका वोटर गैल्वनाइज होगा अपनी पार्टी के लिए और इस अलायंस के लिए। और इलेक्शन का फैसला, इसका प्राइम मिनिस्टर का फैसला तो निश्चित रूप से इलेक्शन के बाद ही होगा। लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि 31 को और 1 सितंबर को कन्वीनर कौन होता है और चेयरपर्सन कौन होता है, दैट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट शुड बी, उसको हमें डिस्कस करना पड़ेगा। क्योंकि जो अगर खड़गे जी अध्यक्ष हो जाते हैं तो माने ना माने वो एक चेहरा बन जाएंगे, अगर नीतीश कुमार कन्वीनर हो जाते हैं वो भी एक चेहरा होंगे। उसको बीजेपी कैसे काउंटर करेगी, ये देखना बहुत दिलचस्प होगा मुझे लगता है। और शायद अभी जो खड़गे जी और नीतीश कुमार का कॉम्बिनेशन है, मुझे लगता है कि राहुल गांधी की जो बात आप कर रही है ना, राहुल गांधी खुद अपने को आगे नहीं रखेंगे। जैसा कि आपने पॉइजन वाला एग्जाम्पल दिया, वो पॉइजन वाला एग्जाम्पल तो एक आइडियलिस्टिक उनका स्लोगन था जो उन्होंने अपनी मां से कहा, उससे बहुत आगे आ चुके हैं राहुल गांधी। वो 2013 का जयपुर का अधिवेशन, राहुल गांधी उससे बहुत आगे निकल चुके हैं। कोई चांस बनेगा तो प्राइम मिनिस्टरशिप लेने में उनको कोई हिचक नहीं होगी, लेकिन चांस बनने से पहले वो अपने को आगे भी नहीं रखेंगे और कहीं ये मैसेज नहीं देंगे कि वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनने के लिए बहुत आतुर हैं।
You mentioned that Congress session that happened because there's also a resolution which was passed there which spoke about how 50% of the posts within the Congress are going to be kept for the youth, those who are below 50 years of age. All of that has been junked. So clearly, this is a brand new Congress which is talking about a brand new strategy. But Professor Subodh Mehta, if you just look at all of the opinion, whether it is BJP ka opinion ya journalist ka opinion, one thing seems to be almost certain that the most prominent face in your alliance is Rahul Gandhi. But is that a gamble you are willing to take? It will be a calculated risk.
Look, this is a very premature. Yes, look, this is very premature question, and we are creating a binary between Modi and Rahul Gandhi. It is a natural call of any party functionary that his or her leader should become a prime minister candidate. That's okay, no problem in that.
No, but it's not premature because Congress is very aggressively.
To be held in
take a look at one of these memes or cartoons or illustrations that the Congress puts out. They constantly say Jan Neta, Abhineta, Rahul Gandhi, Modi ji. They are aggressively saying हमारे लिए एक ही जन नेता है राहुल गांधी है.
Padma, I have heard Baghel Sahab, what he is saying that we wish that Rahul Gandhi should become a prime minister. That is okay, that is a natural call. But the meeting that is scheduled in Mumbai on 1st, and the India alliance is mature enough to discuss the every aspect of how to defeat Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is a megalomaniac, through his megalomaniac approach, is distorting the idea of India. He has dismantled every institutions and
So let's talk about actual analysis of who could
and
be
there
political
is
analysis. किसी को यहाँ पे name calling is not going to really.
As the actual analysis. Padma, look, the actual analysis is that each and every leader of our alliance has a great presence in the different states. On the other hand, when you look to NDA, there are 24 political parties who does not have any member of parliament. Some of the political parties have not even registered as a state party.
Okay.
No, there are these, and what Sanju Verma was talking about, that Pradhan Mantri is alone is sufficient. He is alone has a 56-inch and he is more than enough for all. But look, after 9 years, NDA has met for the first time last month. You know, 9 years.
Again, I draw you
was
back.
thinking
I'll just
that
come to you,
he is
Sanju
alone in the
Verma. If I
parliament,
just a quick reminder, sir, that in 2020, here is what your party, Shivanand Tiwari, said. जब गठबंधन की हार हुई तो शिवानंद तिवारी जी ने बोला राहुल गांधी इज मच यंगर देन प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी बट मोदी एड्रेस मोर रैलीज देन गांधी द कांग्रेस टुक 70 सीट्स एंड सीट शेयरिंग बट 70 रैली तक नहीं की उनका जो पूरा एफर्ट था वो उनकी सीट्स जितना भी नहीं था राहुल गांधी शिमला में पिकनिक मना रहे थे जब चुनाव चल रहे थे ये आपकी ही पार्टी के शिवानंद तिवारी ने बोला था राहुल गांधी जी के बारे में एनीवे क्विक रिस्पांस संजू वर्मा then we really must move on. Yes.
Padma, can you please repeat? I lost you for a bit.
Yes, you wanted to respond to the RJD. Quickly.
Yes. You know, I just want to tell the RJD कि आप यहाँ बैठकर जो प्रधानमंत्री पर टिप्पणियां करते हैं पर्सनल, I will not ask you whether you even know how to spell the word megalomaniac because you pronounced it wrongly. But we are not getting into the debate on English literature or vocabulary here. I just have this to say. मुझे लगता है Padmaja, the key thing that will, tear apart this alliance is the fact that if you recall in Lok Sabha 2019, Congress is the fulcrum of this alliance given that it has the highest number of seats at 52, which is what their tally was in Lok Sabha 2019. अभी महाराष्ट्र में कांग्रेस को लोकसभा 2019 में 1 सीट मिली. In Madhya Pradesh, Congress got 1 seat. In Bengal, they got 1 seat. In Bihar, they got 1 seat. In Karnataka, they got 1 seat. In Delhi, they got 0. In Gujarat, they got 0. I'm only talking about these few. In Uttar Pradesh, of course, they got 1 seat. So the point is that the other partners will say that in the heart of the Hindi belt and in Western India, which for the longest time used to be the Congress's natural bastion, यदि आप उत्तर प्रदेश से 1 सीट लेते हैं, आप मध्य प्रदेश में 1 सीट जीतते हैं, आप बिहार से सिर्फ 1 सीट जीते हैं, दिल्ली में आपका आंकड़ा 0 है, then on what ground is Rahul Gandhi being portrayed as the man suitable for the top job?
Okay.
And then the Congress will ask Mamata Banerjee, Didi, can you increase your tally beyond 22 and get us something other than what you have been doing in Bengal?
Okay. Sanju Verma, I again have to end. I have to end this debate on the same note I began with, that you have already declared, your party has already declared who will be Team India's PM face, and now you have ended the debate by predicting what each alliance partner is going to say in their meeting that happens in Mumbai. Either you have a fly on the wall or you are more invested कि Team India में क्या चल रहा है. Anyhow, makes elections more interesting for us. I'll leave it at that. Thanks, gentlemen. Sanju Verma for joining me. The other big story is about a crime that